Hey, this is Terry with OXEN Technology. I wanted to follow up here with another quick video with just some things that I noted that I thought were important considerations when choosing a cloud backup solution. So in an earlier video, we talked about kind of some gaps in cloud service providers today as it relates to really providing true data protection in terms of backing up our data, our email, our OneDrive for Business, SharePoint, etc. We've got gaps there that where data is not really protected in a sufficient way, and it could result in data loss and permanent data loss. So some things that I would suggest looking at as you're considering cloud backup solutions providers. If data sovereignty is something that is a requirement for your organization for compliance or regulatory reasons, so that is to say, if you have a requirement to keep data or data backups in your country of origin, obviously in this case, United States, then you want to make sure your cloud backup provider is going to do that they're going to keep that data in the continental US. Also make sure you have a self-service portal. You want to be able to manage multiple accounts. And so if for some reason you've got, for smaller users, you may have multiple 365 accounts, or in some cases, depending on your organization, you just may have multiple tenant accounts. You just want to make sure you've got flexibility in the self-service portal to be able to back all of that up and manage it from a central pane of glass, if you will. So you want ease of use. Also, advanced search capabilities. This is a thing that I thought was really important to look for. So maybe I don't want to restore an entire mailbox. Maybe I want to restore a particular email item. I want to go in and maybe specifically I'm hunting for a particular data set or a particular folder or maybe specific keywords. I want to go in and mine the backup data set for specific items, and maybe I only want to restore those items. So maybe I don't need to actually restore data. Maybe I just need to go in and be able to search across my email domain and pull out specific data for a legal request or some other business need. So advanced search capabilities would be really important. And then obviously making sure that recovery time objective is adequate. Microsoft already shared with us that if we can get your data back, it may take longer than is comfortable, right? So you want to make sure your cloud backup is going to be able to do cloud recovery pretty quickly and do things like restoring deleted users, obviously, restoring files and folders in their native format to their native location, to the same or the different owners. Or rather, that is to say, you want to be able to restore back into the account that the data belonged to, or maybe you want to redirect that data to a supervisor. So things like that. One final point, make sure you've got good reporting. You want to give good visibility to your the things that are going on in the cloud, right? If we have a cloud service that's going to be backing up another cloud service, you want to make sure you've got good visibility there. Good reporting, good audit logging. We want to know, what's being backed up. We want to know that it's successful. We want to know when there's problems. And if someone is restoring data, we want to make sure that we've got a good audit log of who's restoring data, where are they restoring data to, what's being restored, and so on. So just a few things I would that I noted that I thought were pretty important when shopping for a cloud backup solution. So hope that's useful. If you have any questions, feel free to engage in the comments below or follow up with your OXEN representative. I'm Terry, your shared CIO with OXEN Technology.